So I'm finally in Australia. I traveled from Goa to Brisbane. So in this video, I will be covering what were the questions asked by the airlines, by immigration, by customs, and what are the important things, including the incoming passenger card or any other relevant details which will help you in your journey flying from India to Australia and make it an easier process for you. So I had booked a flight from by Indigo from Goa to Brisbane. So there were connecting flights. So the first flight was from Goa to Mumbai. The second flight was from Mumbai to Bangkok, and the third flight was from Bangkok to Brisbane. So my first flight was at 7:10 a.m. At Goa Mopa Airport. So I left home at 3:45. I reached there at 4:45. So by around 2 hours, I was early, and I made sure that I had all the documents handy. So in terms of my checked-in baggage, I had a single bag, being 23 kg. So that suitcase I gave it to Indigo for the check-in, and then I had another school bag and a handbag, which I had to go for security check-in with. And then I boarded the flight for Mumbai at 7:10, and it took off at 7:10, and then we reached Mumbai at 8:40. So my next flight from Mumbai to Bangkok was at 1:05. So it would take off at 1:05. So I had around 4 hours to make sure that I do the security check-in at the Mumbai airport again with the two bags that I had with me. And other than that, there would also be an immigration screening there, since I'm leaving the country. I'm going from India to Bangkok, to Thailand. So first, I had to do the security check-in at the Mumbai airport. After that was the immigration. So the immigration officer basically it's nothing difficult as such. You just have to go to the immigration officer, and they will ask you. So everyone who is leaving the country will have to go through the screening process. So there'll be a lot of people around you. So, and there will be people who will be going before you. So you'll definitely get to at least see how many questions the immigration officer is asking, and it won't be anything difficult. They will just ask you I can tell what was asked to me, that give me your visa, passport, and which country are you going to, what purpose it is for, is it for work, is it for study, how many years you will be there. And yeah, that's it. After that, he just stamped my boarding pass and my passport, and after that I was allowed to go. So then I boarded the flight to Bangkok at 1:05, and we reached at around 7:30. Then at the Bangkok airport, I had to just screen. The security check-in was done just for the two bags. There was no immigration questions as such. And after that, I was supposed to board the flight for Brisbane at 9:50. That is almost 10 o'clock at night in Bangkok. So 9:50 p.m. and it would reach Brisbane at 9:45 a.m. the next day. So it was an overnight flight from Bangkok to Brisbane, and I would say that till this point the journey was really good. So I am not taking any commission from Indigo or not promoting them as such, but I really liked my journey from Goa till Bangkok, which was by Indigo, and even the further one, which was partnered with Jetstar, was good. And I would also like to say that I had not asked for complimentary food, but even then, on both the Indigo flights, I got complimentary food. So I would say that if someone wants to book a flight by Indigo, like an international flight, I would recommend it because it provides good services. Also, now let's go to the next part of the video, that is the flight from Bangkok to Brisbane. So it was an overnight flight, right? So I said it's 9:50 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. That is in Australia time. It was the Jetstar flight. It had like recliner seats, it had eye mask, earplugs provided, then blankets provided, then there was inbuilt streaming entertainment. And so if you wanted to watch any shows or movies during the flight, you could do that. Then hot meals were also provided. So the services on the Jetstar flight also were good, but the thing is, I have never traveled internationally. So this is the first time that I traveled on an international flight, and I have never slept in a flight before. So I did not get good sleep at all in the flight. It was a very disturbed sleep, but I wouldn't blame the flight for that, or the airlines for that. They had provided very good services, but I'm just not used to it, so I did not get good sleep. So I would suggest that you make sure that one day before taking the flight, you get good sleep. Because the next day, if it's an overnight flight, you are not sure whether you will be able to sleep properly or not. If you are someone who has traveled internationally a lot and you are fine with sleeping in the flight, you do get sleep very easily, then it will be good. So, on the flight from Bangkok to Brisbane, everyone on the flight was provided this incoming passenger card, which has to be filled while you are on the flight. So that once you get down and the immigration officer asks for the incoming passenger card, you can just give it to them. So, just make sure that you fill it correctly, so everybody will be given this just after boarding the flight. So you have time almost like more than 6 hours to fill the incoming passenger card correctly. So make sure that you are mentally prepared for this step, because if not, then you may have to pay the penalty, like you may have to pay some fee, or you may have to pay some taxes, or you may have to pay like there are bad consequences if you don't pay it correctly. So that if you don't write it correctly, so just make sure that you know about it. So at the end of this video, I will describe in detail about the incoming passenger card, how I filled it, and what were the things that were really important. Because as I'll explain to you after this, why this incoming passenger card is so important. Okay, so please watch the video till the end so that you know what you should really mark, what you shouldn't mark, what you should declare, and how exactly to go about it. So that is one important step. So once you get off the flight, the first thing you come across is the immigration office. So the immigration officer will ask, and like there's an immigration check for everybody. So the immigration officer will ask you for your incoming passenger card. So you give it to them, and if they find anything is suspicious, then they will ask you more questions. So just make sure, because of that, you just mark everything correctly and you are clear on what you have marked. Okay, so what are the questions, immigration questions, that will be asked to you? So if you have written it correctly on the incoming passenger card, you may not be questioned a lot. For example, for me, I had written everything clearly, like where I will be staying, the full address in Australia, where I will be staying, then what is my occupation, then how many days I'm going there for, then so the only questions the immigration officer asked me is, so why going to Queensland? Then I told them I'm going for study purpose. So how many years you'll be there? I said 2 years and 2 months. Then have you been to they took name of certain countries and asked, have you been to these countries in past 30 days? I said no, I have not been to any country other than India. So after those questions, the immigration officer let me go ahead, and I didn't actually, to tell frankly, I didn't even realize that the immigration check was just over, because I had watched videos before coming here regarding the immigration questions, and there were a lot of questions that people were saying that are asked, and some people are even deported because they don't answer it correctly. So I was actually worried and anxious, like how will it be? And once it was over, I didn't know that that was the only immigration check. So there was a officer I met after this immigration check. I just asked her that is the immigration check over, or is there some other interview or something else that I had to attend before I can go out of the airport. So she just told me that if you have made till here, then you're good to go. Your immigration check is done, and now you just have to go for the customs check, and then you can go out of the airport. So I just so one thing, before you go to the immigration check, just make sure you collect your luggage. As in because at the customs your luggage will be checked along with the handbags that you have, like your check-in baggage and your cabin baggage. So make sure you collect it at least before the customs check. I'd say ideally once you just get out of the flight, first thing is collect your check-in baggage, take your cabin baggage and check-in baggage, go to the immigration office, immigration checking, get that done, and then go to the customs. So the for the customs check, they read my incoming passenger card. So there were many things that I had got with myself, and so they needed to check it. So whoever had not brought those restricted items, they could just go directly out of the airport. But since I had brought some items, I was told to go to another line uh, after the main line. So there were a few people who were separately told to go to the other officers, and I was one of them. And then we were asked detailed questions on those things. So that included me having medicines with me. So I told they asked me, so what medications have you brought? So I so basically the incoming passenger card has a question which says, have you brought any restricted items like medicines, steroids, alcoholic beverages and all that? So they just asked me, what have you brought out of this? I said medicines. So then they said, that is okay. Do you have a prescription? I said yes. So they didn't even ask for the prescription. They just said, okay, if it's medicines and you have a prescription, it is fine. Secondly, I'd just like to mention that this is at the Brisbane airport, so I don't know if it is very much strict across other airports of Australia, but at the Brisbane airport, they just asked me, do I have a prescription? They did not ask for the prescription. They let me go with that. So, the first thing is medicines. Second thing I had was there's a question on the incoming passenger card that says, do you have any items or gifts that are valued at more than 900 Australian dollars with you? So I was wearing some gold jewelry, and that did value more than 900 Australian dollars. So I ticked it. So this is one thing I'd like to say. If there is anything you are not sure about, or like, don't hesitate to tick yes. it is better to declare it. They will just ask you a few questions, and don't be scared to declare. Just declare it. So for this one, the customs officer asked me, what do you have more than 900 Australian dollars? So then I just showed him the rings and the gold chain that I'm wearing, and I said, this is valued at more than 900 Australian dollars. This is the only thing I have, there's nothing else. So then he asked me, okay, what is the value? So I did not know that. So this is one tip I'd like to give, that if you are having or getting along with you any items or gifts which are of a higher value, then a tip is, please, while you are filling the incoming passenger card, mentally be ready with what is the amount it is. If it's more than 900, how much Australian dollars is it? Because I knew how much it is in Indian rupees, I didn't know how much it is in Australian dollars. So I said, let me just calculate it. So he said, okay, fine, calculate it. So I calculated it, and then he saw the amount and he was like, okay, that is fine. You don't, it's not in billions, right? So you can take it with you. So yeah, so this is another thing at the Brisbane airport, that it was not very strict that if it is of more than 900 Australian dollars, you cannot get um, like so I'd say that mine was around 5,000 Australian dollars. So I genuinely told that it is 5,000 Australian dollars. So he said it's okay. So the next question was regarding seeds. So any plants, medicines, herbal medicines, parts of plants, if you have nuts. So I had got one kada with me that I was wearing, like a bangle, which was having a rudraksh. So I knew beforehand that I'm going to wear this, and even if if it's not allowed or whatever, I'll see later. I wanted to wear it, so I wore it. And I just googled to see if it's allowed. So I saw on some forums that it is allowed, so I went ahead with it. So I declared it on the incoming passenger card, and the customs officer just asked me, what do you have in terms of this? So I showed him the kada. So then he saw it and he was like, it is fine. Then he told me to go to another customs officer, because I had ticked another thing, that is, do you have any items that are contaminated with soil? So I did not have any items contaminated with soil, but I was not sure that maybe if there is some soil on any items which I have in my baggage. So I just ticked it yes. So I went to the next customs officer. He asked me, what do you have in terms of seeds? So I showed him the kada again, and he said it's okay. And then he asked me, in terms of soil, what do you have? Like, what are you carrying? Are you carrying shoes or any clothes that are contaminated with soil or fresh water? So I said, there is nothing that I have. I'm just not sure whether anything is contaminated or not, but I think most probably there is no contamination with soil. So then he just told me to keep all my bags, that is the check-in and the cabin baggage, all the three bags that I had with me, for the biosecurity checking. So then I did that, and there was nothing. He allowed me to go after that. So basically, after that checking, I was allowed to go out of the airport. So that was the end of the immigration and customs checking. So now next, let's go to the incoming passenger card part, so that we know it in detail. We are thorough about it and confident that we do not mess it up, because that is something that is quite tricky, because if you do not get that right, your first part, that is the immigration check itself, will be difficult, because the immigration officer, he will not ask you questions first. He will ask you for your incoming passenger card, your visa, your passport. He will read thoroughly your incoming passenger card. So if you have written that well, he will be happy that okay, this person knows what they have got with themselves and where they are going. So in terms of the incoming passenger card, I will just read out what all is asked on the incoming passenger card. and like each and everything whatever is written on that incoming passenger card, and what I marked and what I had written. So it starts with, so the incoming passenger card, it says, uh, incoming passenger card Australia, please complete in a blue or black pen in English. Okay, so the first question is family name or surname. Second question is your given name. Third question is your passport number. Fourth question is flight number. So what is the flight number? The flight by which you are coming to Australia. Okay, then what is your intended address in Australia? So you have to know the full address, the street number, the suburb in which you are staying, or the area in which you are staying, the state in which you are staying, its pin code. Okay, then do you intend to live in Australia for the next 12 months? Yes or no? And next is, if you are an Australian, if you're not an Australian citizen, then you have to answer both these questions. Do you have tuberculosis? And second is, do you have any criminal convictions? Okay, so after that, the next question will be, so this will be on one part, all these questions will be on one part of the incoming passenger card. On the second part will be, please mark a cross to say to say your answer yes. Also mark the cross for yes if you are unsure. Okay, so the questions are you bringing into Australia? First thing is, goods that may be prohibited or subject to restrictions such as medicines, steroids, weapons, firearm, or any illicit drugs. Second, more than 2.25 liters of alcoholic beverage or 25 cigarettes or 25 gram of tobacco products. Third, goods obtained overseas or purchased duty or tax free in Australia with a combined total price of more than Australian dollars 900 including gifts. Fourth, goods or samples for business or commercial use. Fifth, third, goods obtained overseas or purchased duty or tax free in Australia with a combined total price more than Australian dollars 900 including gifts. Goods or samples for business or commercial use. Fifth, Australian dollars 10,000 or more in Australian or foreign currency. Sixth is meat, poultry, fish, seafood, eggs, dry fruit, vegetables. Seventh is greens, seeds, nuts, plants, parts of plants, pet food, birds, insects, or bee products. Eighth, herbs, wooden articles, biological specimens, any animal products including equipments. Ninth is soil items with items with attached soil or used in freshwater areas or lakes. Example sports, recreational equipments, example shoes. Okay, then the 10th one is, um, have you been in contact with farms, farm animals, wilderness areas, freshwater stream or lakes in past 30 days? And the 11th question is, were you in Africa, South or Central America or Caribbean in the last 6 days? Okay, so all that will be on one side of your incoming passenger card. So there are two parts on the same side as I explained before. There's this is one part and this will be on the other part. So that's on the same side. Now on the next side of the incoming passenger card, you'll have all these questions. Your contact details in Australia. So that will include phone. So you have to write your phone number, which can be your Indian number if you don't have a card yet. So it will be any Indian number or any other country that you are coming from. So second is your email address. Okay, then third will be your full address where you will be staying. Then on other than that, you have to write an emergency contact. So after your contact details, you have to write the emergency contact details of a family or friend, which is their name, their email address or phone, that is phone number or mail address. Next is which country did you board this flight from. So whichever country you boarded the flight from, you just write the name of the country. Next is what is your occupation. Next is your nationality, and next your date of birth. Now on the other part of the side will be this questions. So basically you have to mark one of these, A, B or C. Okay, so A has to be marked by people who are migrating permanently to Australia. B is for a visitor or temporary entrant. Okay, so like students will be temporary entrant. So in that case you have to answer how many days, that is months, years or days that you intend to live in Australia. Okay, so how many years is your course. So if you have given the visa for 2 years and 2 months, you write 2 years and 2 months. Then so that is the number of days you'll be saying. The next is your country of residence, and third will be purpose of work. So these are the three questions a temporary entrant has to answer. So the purpose of work, you have to mark one. They have given a lot of options like conference, education, business, employment. So for which one of this you are coming, so you have to just mark one. Okay, the important one. Then C has to be marked by permanent residents who are returning back to Australia. Okay, so that's it about the incoming passenger card. Make sure that you write everything correctly, mark correctly, and declare whatever you have brought. And don't get scared or don't hesitate, because the immigration officers, they are not that cruel or anything. They will help you out. I remember there was one lady behind me. She had got some cigarettes with her. Okay, so declare whatever you have got, because if you tell it correctly, it is better for you. That it will not create any problem for you. So I remember there was one lady behind me. So she had got cigarettes with her and she was scared about it, but at least she declared it. So I would like to tell at this point, and so that you all know that you don't have to get scared of the immigration officers. Whatever you have brought, don't be scared, just tell it, because if it's not allowed, they will take it away from you. And if you're supposed to get a penalty or anything, that is why I'm telling you to watch this video till the end, so that you don't get any such items. So but even if you've got, please declare it. And next thing is just I wanted to tell about this lady who was there behind me, who had got cigarettes with her, and she was scared to what is going to happen now. So the immigration officer just told her that it's okay if you get, but it should not be above as the card mentions, have you got 25 cigarettes or more. So he said that if it is more in amount, then you have to pay a tax. That is the only thing. It's not that you cannot get, or it's a punishable offense or something like that. You if you got more than this amount, you pay the tax. That is what he said. So I hope that this video gives you all the information that you need for a hassle-free, safe and happy journey into Australia. And I hope you have a nice trip moving from India to Australia, and then transition well into Australia. So all the best. So all the best, and do like, share this video if you found it helpful, and do subscribe to the channel for more such videos.